Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here. Welcome to this week's Thursday Crafty Friends. The theme that we are meant to use today is birds. So I've had these bird digitals for quite some time, and I thought, what about using those? There are 8 of those and we will use them. I have a ton of book pages that I need to use, so we will combine those two and some scrap bits and other pieces. So let's get started. We are going to start to tear the edges to kind of create like a journaling card or a little tag type thing, or a flip out for your journals. We will start by tearing the pages down, but I don't like straight edges. So apart from just sewing, we are going to add some other things to these as well, and depending on how you want to use these, you can use them like this, have like a journaling card, and you can also put coffee dyed paper on the back of these just to have a plain journaling spot here. I will sew around these and then I will come back to you and show the rest. Now I am back here with some sewn book pages. So let's see what we can make out of these. We are going to use some vintage photo on the edges here. So let's do that first. And then combined with a little bit of scrap paper, another opportunity to use up what I already have. So now doing the last book page here, and then going to show you how to decorate it a tiny bit. Going to save up a little bit of the edges, but cutting some of it off. I don't know if I will leave them as is or what I am going to do, but I don't want it too long. So let's take the first one and a bird picture. Making it this one kind of simple, tearing the edges of this paper. Just to create some sort of something. Actually adding in something else too. And these are just scrap papers from my paper bin that I have. So those together first. Using vintage photo on this one. Just a tiny bit around it. And then some glue. You can of course sew this one too. But for the sake of this video, I will glue it. And then a little bit just like this. I will sew around it later on, I think, so I'm going to leave it as is, like this. Going to sew around the photo like that, and maybe a tiny bit around here or straight across or something. Let's straighten that one up a tiny bit. Putting it the other way. Putting it like this. So here we have, let's put some glue there in the middle. So now we have one version of what you can have. You can have it like this for decoration straight onto a page. You can add coffee dyed paper on the back to have it as a journaling card, or you can add it as a flip journaling spot on the back on a journal page. So let's look into the next one. Little glue straight onto that page. I don't mind the different sizes and things like that at all. And even the difference in these, I don't mind that at all. I'm just going to use that one a little bit. And if you don't want those white edges, pull the paper from yourself when you create something like this. Another of these little pages. Like that. Adding it in. Putting some vintage photo on this. Just the tiniest amount, but just something. Another journaling card, or a flip of some sort to use. Use another of these. And another piece of this scrap paper. And again, vintage photo. You can of course take just a tiny amount of vintage photo around the whole thing if you like. So we will put this one there. Another bird photo. Oh, this actually was a tiny bit too, I would have liked it, you know, just a tiny bit bigger, but never mind. Another of the scrap bits. We'll have it a little rounder. Actually putting some vintage photo around this one for a change. Putting it on. Take in another piece of this one. Gluing that one on like that. Another one of these. These number digitals is something that Tsumanirose have in her shop on Etsy, and I will put a link down below for those. The birds, unfortunately, I cannot remember where I got them from, but I bought them on Etsy a couple of years ago. And the others are just, you know, scrap paper from bits and pieces that I've been using with other things. So kind of fast, you can create something really cute like this with just using your scraps. This has a little bit too white for my liking, so I'm going around with vintage photo. Using this one again, tearing it down a tiny bit. Even a tiny bit more. Could go with the vintage photo here too to see the difference. And one of these again. So you can see kind of quick that we have some fun journaling spots in your journal, like a journaling card, putting coffee dye paper on the back. If you put a paper clip here, it's removable, or if you glue it down here and adding a little hinge thing here, you have it as a flip out. So quick and easy and kind of fun bird cards or pieces to use. So we have a couple more, and we will just go through the little bunch of things here. and cut another one of these out. So as you can see, the digital like this. A fun little project to make, and something really fun to use. But here we have them, the journaling cards or flip outs or whatever you like to use them for. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and as always I will have Sylvia D's and Heather's channel linked down below in the description box. Have a beautiful Thursday everyone. Bye!